Hi, hello. So, welcome back to my channel. This is Aaronica Cool from Aaronica Be Cool and Co. And we are going to do a little vloggy vlog for New York City Frocktails, preparing for the weekend there and everything like that. So, with that, let's go ahead and get started, friends. All right, so it is literally the Wednesday before Frocktails. In an ideal world, my outfit would already be ready. And in the world that I live in, it is not ready. So initially I was going to sew my summer pattern, ME 2037, and I was going to turn that into a dress, and it was going to be like this flowy, like made out of satin, made out of a fabric that I designed. And then I decided no, because it's not dressy enough. It wasn't giving me what I needed it to give. It wasn't sexy. I just needed more. So then I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to hack my Cali dress. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just create a new pattern. And that is what I've done. So I will show you the pattern that I just literally just made about 20 minutes ago, along with the fabric that I just got from Joann's. So let's take a look. Okay, so I hope this shows up pretty good on the screen, but so I have decided on a jumpsuit. We're doing this, and you are not going to be able to get the whole feel of what we're doing here. So yes, I just designed this, and we're going to make this work. We're going to make it work. Yes, it is actually on the same pattern piece or same artboard as the Cali dress itself, because I wanted to use that as my base pattern. So yeah, that is what we're going to do. Okay, but now for fabric. We're still staying in this fall, like flecks of metallic type of deal. I was originally going to do I'm looking around for the fabric that I pulled out. I was originally going to do possibly like this here. And then I was like, oh, but I also have this here metallic. And Julian was all on board with me, and he was like, yes, it's giving us what we need, but it wasn't. It wasn't giving me what I needed. So I got this fabric, because I feel like this is it's giving luxe, right? Like it's giving what we needed to give. Also, I decided to go with pants because while I love making dresses, my truth is that I'm most comfortable in pants. Why? Because your girl's got big thighs, okay? And I'm not trying to have my thighs fight for a place as we're like dancing the night away at Frocktails. I don't want to be uncomfortable or hyper conscious. I just want to be comfortable. That's it. So now we actually have to cut the pattern. But that's not it. I also decided that instead of just making one of my outfits for travel, I'm going to be making 2 outfits today. That's all I'm committing to. And then I'm making an outfit tomorrow, an outfit to actually travel in tomorrow. So what's my second outfit, right? As I was perusing the internet, it's a dangerous place, y'all. I saw this woman standing outside, and she had on like this button-down dress, full-length dress. And so I was like, and it was in like a little plaid situation. So yes, I actually have a plaid. Let me actually show you the plaid that I designed. So I finally figured out how to get my stuff up for sale on Spoonflower. We're set up, and I was like, oh, I would love to do a plaid, but I definitely was not going to be able to get this in time for me to make this. So this is the plaid that I designed. These 2 are plaids that I did. They would have been perfect for what I'm going for. I digress. So I did go ahead and get this plaid. I think this plaid is going to be super fun. So I got this plaid to do a button-down dress with. And I even got some buttons to coordinate. Let's see. I swear they're in here. So I got these buttons to coordinate. So it's giving us it's essentially like a Neapolitan ice cream in there. And then I also got these earrings, which I feel like are going to be perfect for Frocktails. So I got those. But I didn't stop there. I did also get some spooky earrings because we're in the spooky season, and it's so much fun, of course, to have spooky earrings. So I did get some like little spooky earrings, and then look, they're ghosts. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so enough chat. I actually have to get to sewing, so yeah, let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, so it is the morning that I'm supposed to be leaving for New York, and my outfit is not sewn together. It's been cut. I got the fabric. But it has not been sewn together. So why? Because I had full intentions of sewing this together last night. And I was like, this is going to be great, fantastic. I had plans on picking the kids up. We were going to go and get it done. So when I picked up my middle child, let me move away from this water. So when I picked up my middle child, her teacher had called me and had informed me that she was like, that she'd had a rough day, and, you know, so I wanted to talk to her because my daughter has been struggling a little bit in her class since the beginning of the year. So I had to, you know, make sure that my daughter was okay. But in that, I found out that, like, she hasn't been turning in assignments. Where is my lunch stuff gone? Okay, not in there just yet. So she hasn't been turning in her assignments, including a whole diorama project that she somehow did not tell my husband and I that she needed to do. So instead of sewing and doing that, hey, get your behind off that table. Golly, these cats. So instead of doing the things that we need to do to prepare for Frocktails, I did the things that I needed to do for my daughter. To me, that's really big because I don't see a point in working for myself if not for, you know, being able to be there for my kids when they need it. So the Frocktails outfit did not get made. It is now 7:45 in the morning, and I've got my Frocktails outfit to make. I cut out another dress that I was like, oh, this will be perfect for me to wear in the streets of New York. This will be excellent. So I have that to make. And it's very cute. It's a whole button-down dress. I know, a button-down. Like t-shirt, like not t-shirt, but a button-down dress. And then I also have what I'm actually traveling in to wear. So I'm making the Made for Mermaids Winnie pants, and then I am going to put it on with a turtleneck, either a turtleneck or actually my pattern that is in testing, and it's called the Primrose. So y'all just say a little prayer for your girl that we are able to get this done. But first up is coffee. Okay, so I didn't actually have time to record anything that I was doing because I was rushing. I almost didn't make it to the airport on time. And this is after I landed and I was standing at the carousel waiting for my bag. I had been waiting for about 30 minutes by this point in time. And I was like, yeah, I know that I don't really know what my bag looks like because there was a whole debacle with that. But none of these bags look like it. It was a problem. I had called Delta and we had determined that my bag was not on my flight, and I filed a claim and they were like, we'll deliver your bag to you in the morning. So I left. I went to my girlfriend's house so that I could just stay the night and be ready to tackle New York in the morning the next day. And so, yeah, this is me driving to her house late at night. Good morning. So it is now like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm in New York. I'm staying with my girlfriend. This is her place, and her bonnet. I'm giving Big Ma realness. And I'm surprised that I am feeling so positive because I'm in New York and I do not have my bag. That's right. So at about 1:30 yesterday, I finished sewing all of my garments, and y'all, I made it to the airport. It was so intense. So I finished my garments and then I couldn't get my big suitcase down because for like this type of trip, your girl needed a bigger suitcase and I needed to bring it down. I could not bring it down. So that took about an hour and a half to get packed and stuff like that. And then I had to go pick my daughter up from school. I picked her up and then I came back home immediately and I tried again to get the suitcase down. Could not make it work. And so I was delayed in getting out of the house, and I made it to the airport at 5:19. I checked my bag at 5:20. My flight left at 6:10. I made it to the gate And you know you're supposed to be at the gate 15 minutes before you actually board. I got to the gate at 5:54 for my plane to depart at 6:10. I was literally the last person on the flight who had a seat. And then they started forfeiting people's seats. It was crazy. But yeah, so I made it on the flight, but my bag did not make it on the flight, and I'm bagless in New York, so I'm wearing my girlfriend's like nightgown. Um, Today I was supposed to get up at 7:30 and meet my brother for yoga. Was not able to do that because I don't have yoga clothes. Um, and outside of that, it's a lot. But let me show you this view that she has from her room. This is what I woke up to, the sounds of New York and this view of New York, which is fantastic in my humble opinion. I'm staying in Harlem right now, but I'm waiting for Julian to come in. This is her cat, Garvey. Garvey! He's ignoring me. There's Garvey. Hello, sir. And we have a new episode of The Audacity up too. But listen, they said they were going to drop my bag off, so I'm hoping that my bag gets here very, very soon because I have a meeting. I'm doing a tour of the design group, and I'm really excited about it. I want to meet the people who are in there helping us with our patterns for Nomi and everything like that. So, because I can't show like this. But the outfit that I did traveling was cute because I freshly made that yesterday as well. But I'm going to do some work, and then hopefully while I do this work, I get a phone call that my bag is on its way.
You should go to the new beach on the West Side Highway.
There's a beach?
Yeah.
So now it's 2:50. I still don't have bags. I still don't know when I'm going to be getting my bag. And I have been off and on crying because this has just been such an awful experience. Like my bag has everything from my contacts, makeup, like the stuff that I need, of course, for personal grooming, but in addition to all of the handmade garments that I made on my way out. So I'm just like, and it's not even so much that it's an inconvenience because yes, it is an inconvenience, but you know what the hard part is that like the people who I've talked to have been really rude, except for this one person. I just got off the phone with her. Her name was Shaniqua. She works at Delta. She's been really kind. But like T4 Bex, terrible company. I would never ever use them because they are really rude. Like they definitely hung up on me and basically told me that they were going to hold my bag hostage. And I'm just like, my trip to New York has been a really big clusterfuck, and I'm just not happy. I'm ready to pack my shit and just go home and not even go to Frocktails. Like I am so upset and just not happy. So my girlfriend went to work. We took a look at some things that I could borrow. I did a Target order. My Target order was late, so I missed having the opportunity to go and tour the design group, which kind of sucked because I was supposed to meet them, and I was really looking forward to it because, of course, they're like the people who do our patterns for Nomi, and I wanted to be excited, and I wanted to go and meet them, and that is not happening. So instead, it's just me and Garvey. And he's napping. So it's just basically me and the cat who's taking a nap, trying to figure it out. But I think I'm going to take a shower now. My Target order was delivered, so at least I have clean undies and a clean bra to put on. But I'm going to go ahead and take a shower, and then I think I'm going to head to the hotel to at least check in and meet up with Julian. So hey, I'm checking in. Okay, so I just got to the hotel. I just got to remind myself that we're literally just staying here to like sleep and rest, and that's it. Let's do a very quick tour. It's gonna be super fast, but so it's cute, but this is like literally it. Okay. Yes, there is one bed because Julie and I are bunking together. Let's take a look at our view. Fantastic. Not an exit. And let's see about this bed. Okay, well, at least we got a shower up in here. I kind of feel like I should have taken the towels from my friend's house, but here we are. We're literally dead in the middle, Times Square, so I'm not complaining too much. But I tell you what, moving away from New York will have you be like, God damn, you don't get nothing when you leave New York. But oh, this is cute. There's slippers here. I'm like, what else is this? Oh, it's like a little desk situation. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Sit down in the chair. It's cute. Now let's say a prayer that my bags get here. Oh, but they've got like under bed storage. This is cool. Let me show y'all this. So this is underneath the bed, which is cool because this is where we can store our bags. This is actually very, very smart. Storage for tiny spaces. Okay, so Julian just got here and he's unzippering and showing us his stuff. So let's take a look. Oh, it's a... You're giving us chic turtleneck. Wow. Wow, Julian.
Okay, and it turned out pretty well.
Wow. This is so incredible.
Might need to press it a bit, but it's okay.
I don't know if there's an iron in here, so.
You can ask downstairs, maybe they have one.
This looks so good. Like, I'm like, continue unpacking for us.
Then we have the shoes, honey, and we're just, see them in person.
They are so cute. Julian, I love these. The glasses. And your hair is going up, yes?
Yes.
Because you know I stand for a top knot. Come on, Julian. Hold on a second. Let's zoom in. Why are you this cute?
Child, why am I this hot and sweaty?
I mean, you are hot and you are sweaty.
But Lord.
But you're also talking to the hot and sweaty queen. So.
But yes, so we're here. It's here. We did it.
So Julian put on the slippers, and I am so tickled by
Look, and they fit. They give me what I need.
Ooh, shoes.
Look.
That's what I'm gonna end up wearing tomorrow.
Whatever we need.
Yep, just keep going straight, and it's gonna be on the left. Off to dinner. Or at least I think we are.
Two men I know of.
So it's like, he's like, no, it's okay, we'll talk.
Say hi, Auntie Carol.
Hi, Auntie Carol. What is that, a little camera?
Good morning. It is now the morning of Frocktails, and if you're wondering if I have my bag, the answer is still I have on my clothes from last night. They did not deliver it to the address that I told them that I had to move to because my address that I originally gave them was temporary only for yesterday. So now I've got to figure out how I can get my bag. Julian is brushing his teeth. He's doing a fantastic job of it. I too will brush my teeth because I do think I brought my toothbrush from my friend's house. But y'all, her like the toothbrush that she gave me, I swear to God, my teeth have never been more clean. And it's just like your basic toothbrush. And I typically use a mechanical toothbrush at home. But now I've got to figure out how I can get my bag back from her because she has my bag. So the bag debacle continues. If I had known that this was going to be like the, you know, like when you're planning out a vlog, you have to have like a problem to solve or like to keep viewers interested. I didn't plan on this being it. That wasn't what my goal, wasn't what my plan is. Also, Julian and I are experiencing what true intimacy is as we use the bathroom that is literally divided and created with plexiglass. So every time we go to the bathroom, we're basically in the same room. When we take a shower, we're going to be in the same room. The door does not completely close. There's always a gap. So I guess we can all just say welcome to what it's like having a wife. Thank you. Okay, so we're standing outside of the SGI Institute and we have my bag. So, bag proof. We're here. So now that we have my bag, we're getting ready to head back to our hotel. Oh, hello, cute baby. So we're gonna head back to the hotel so that I can wear something aside from the same clothes that I've been wearing for the past 2 days now. Courtesy of Delta. But I really feel like I was meant to meet Carmen here at this temple because, like, I don't know, I might become a Buddhist as well. There's just so much so many beautiful things. Like, we got here an hour ago and they just like welcomed us in and we're super kind and I really like that. I really like that. As you can see, Julian is still rolling with me. He hasn't given up on me even though I am still in the same clothes. That's love. That's love. Lunch, aka our only meal of the day.
Yes.
What the heck, being all good. Vegetarian pizza compared to my chicken and broccoli pizza. And listen, don't worry, these sneakers have never been worn before. That is why they're on the bed. The only reason why they're on the bed. All their shoes are on the floor. I'm all of a 13-year-old and my favorite food is pizza. So when I tell you that I was so excited to get some New York pizza, it's not the same as getting pizza someplace else. Not the same. Mm-hmm. So let's see. It's 2:21 now. We confirmed the bag. We went and we picked up some things from the beauty supply store. Like,
the beauty supply store, wherever you go.
Listen, the beauty supply store will always get your life together because my nose ring is MIA. You know what the beauty supply store had? A nose ring. So we'll probably do some recording of us getting ready. We're going to be recording our podcast, beginning the recording of our podcast as we get ready and stuff like that. So now we're like back in motion. We're back to what we should have been doing. I should do a tour of the clothes that I packed that I didn't get to wear, but maybe I'll do that back when I get back home. It'll be like a segment of clothes I packed but I didn't get to wear because Delta lost my bags. Okay, so now it's time to do makeup. Listen, the bathroom is so tiny that we're quite literally just saying a prayer. Oh, shoot. It didn't like that. Anyway, the bathroom is so tiny that I'm just saying a prayer that I can do my makeup in here. So, and this is all the light that we have as well. Say a little prayer for me. And I don't actually think I have foundation, but I do have this CC cream, which honestly normally works for me. But because I don't actually have like a makeup remover, I'm just going to hit it with some dab action on my face. I did buy a puff so that I can use that to kind of blend it in. Where is that puff? The floor in here is drenched because there's no door for the shower. I got makeup sponge. So I'm really hoping and praying that this works for me. I don't know if you guys do this, but you're supposed to wet your beauty blenders before you use them. Dab, dab, dab. I had to buy a new, nose ring because I ran out of nose rings at home, and I don't know how I've been sleeping, but I keep knocking out my nose rings in the middle of the night. And last night, sleeping with Julian, I tried not to move as much. He said I didn't move very much. I didn't wake him up. So, success. And seeing as though I literally have no light in here, we're saying a prayer that this is like being blended in well enough. Okay. So I'm gonna go in and conceal, don't feel, with my Colfi Beauty. I'm literally digging into my like hanging makeup bag. So the Colfi Beauty, their concealer is self-setting. It is what I travel with at all times. And then when I don't have it at home, listen, your girl feels it. I'm always like, God damn it, where's my favorite concealer? Definitely, by far, my favorite concealer. I normally use a brush to conceal, but we're literally doing the best way we can with what it is that we've got. Again, just hoping and praying that it blended. That's kind of where we are right now. I hope that nobody stares too deep and long at my face and be like, girl, did you blend out your makeup? Okay, so conceal, don't feel. We're in there. It still looks like to me that I have under eye bags, but I don't know. It's possible it could just be where we are in life. But I did buy a new blush palette, which I'm about to grab. So you probably don't slip inside. Ooh, Julian! I like this turtleneck, sir. Julian, you look like you're trying to pick me out. What? Julian! Why are you so fly? How did I get so lucky to have you? Why are you so fine? I tell you what, I was right. God don't make no mistakes, honey. Listen, Julian looks so fly right now. So fly. And obviously he's dressing way faster than I am.
I'm slow down.
He's talking about he just has to put on his pants. Out of everything that I have on that I'm actually wearing, I only have on underwear that is sticking with me. And that's it. And I took out my blush brush. No! Okay. But we do have mascara. We also have fake lashes. But we're just going to immediately move on. I do also have a different blush that I will probably use instead of this new blush that I got. Brow NYX. This is the brown gel. I got it in the medium brown because y'all, my hair is like red now. And this is what I see the girlies doing. They just hit it with some of this stuff and Just be like pulling it up. When it comes time to like discuss makeup, I will always be the first to say that my brows, that's not my strength, you know? That's why I just need for my brows to be done well. Like, I can't survive without my eyebrows being done well. Like, when the lady angrily snatched my arch off of my face, I don't know why she did it or what I had done to anger her. But I was like, so basically I can't show my face on the internet until I have brows, until my arches grow back. And like, I don't have the brows that you're supposed to leave messy looking. It's just not for me. So brows have been done. Let's do a little bit of blush and highlighter. So when She Glam came out, I placed an order and I was just like, this will be, oh, okay, definitely popped off both of the tops. So this is from She Glam. This is the blush, which I'm kind of happy about that I have. Why? Because it's fall. So I do feel like we're into more of the browns, right? Like we don't need as many pinks, you know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna highlight a little bit. And blend that in. Different finger. Not that it mattered because apparently the girl messed it up anyway. Toilet paper. Okay, we're back. Okay, so wiping off the excess of the other colors and blend. So we're supposed to be meeting at dinner at 4 o'clock. The time is now like 3:40. Julian was obviously ready to tell me the time. As if to say, bitch, let's go. We're moving now. We're moving. Eyeshadow is what I should do next. Yes, I should do eyeshadow. So that way I can just do my lashes. In my defense, it will probably take me 2 seconds to put on my clothes. So we bought a new palette today. This is called Aurora's Dream. Yes, I did buy it because it has the same name as my daughter. All right, so let's see here. And I also bought some brushes. So the color that I'm wearing is more of a, we're in like this color range, this purple deep color. So we're gonna start off with the base of this, what's called Shooting Star. Perfect. It's giving us just what we need. So when I was in college, I used to do makeup because at Spelman, everyone thought they were a model. Don't get me wrong. It's very rare for a school to have as beautiful women as we do. But not everybody was meant to be a model. So anyway, I got lots of really great experience while I was there. I think we're gonna go with this dark purple, but we're gonna blend it out. This one is the Surreal. And then we're gonna do the Aurora in the crease line, and then we're gonna blend that out. And I am wearing a strong lip, so I don't really like to do too strong of an eyeshadow, especially if I'm doing a strong lippy, but it's gonna work out fine. This Aurora is so pretty, just like my baby girl Aurora. Y'all, I have definitely managed to, damn it, use all the brushes. Oh well. But again, we're not trying to go too strong with this eye because we're going for a nice matte lip. So, all right, so eyes I feel like look good. We are going to hit it with, I don't know if I can get this glitter onto this brush. Some glitter. And we're gonna glitter out this crease. Yeah, I like that glitter in the crease. Looking good. Yeah, I like that. That's good. But we still have to put something underneath the eye. I think I'm going to switch it up completely, and I think I'm going to go for a, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this swirls. That looks fun. That is fun. Okay, let's get this other side. Boom. I feel like you're not even be able to see how, like, what I just tried to show you up close and personal, but it's fine. Now we're going to do eyes, and I have to do both mascara, which I thought I've already pulled out. Oh, it's right here. So I gotta do mascara, but I also am putting on falsies. Will not be recording that. Okay, when I come back, I'll be completely dressed. So we just left Frocktails.
Yes!
We've got a bunch of us behind us. Now we're heading to the next spot.
Dos Caminos.
Joe's Caminos. I didn't know that's where we were going.
It's taco time.
Taco, it's
And
always taco
margarita
time. Tacos and margaritas. And there goes my fine ass brother Julian.
And Ashley. They're not even paying attention, y'all.
And then where's Raven?
In the back. I like that.
Got all of my
Raven was
people.
on point,
Okay, it's the morning after Frocktails, and last night was super fun. I did not wash off any of my makeup that you all judged me for. And oddly enough, I got so many compliments on my makeup, and I felt like it was going to be questionable at best. And I was just like, we're just going to go for it because it's really dark in this bathroom. We're just going to make it do what it does. So it did what it was supposed to do. Today, Julian and my friend Carmencita are going to go to the ballet. So we're going to get dressed and we're going to do that. Julian said he's wearing his Black Girl Magic. And I am probably going to put mine on too. I don't know. It's supposed to be smart casual. And I brought mine to wear with jeans. So I don't know. I feel like that's not dressy enough for the ballet. So we'll see what I decide to go with. So after we got coffee, we definitely headed to the ballet. We arrived at the same time as my friend Carmen. We got seated and we started to watch it. It was so beautiful, but I was also exhausted. After we left the ballet, we decided to head out to go get some brunch. New York style, we did find a diner that we were going to go to. But we walked there. Let me tell you guys something. If you've got thick thighs, do not walk in a dress without some just like shaving shorts or something. Because listen, your girl's thighs were definitely on fire. But one of my favorite things about walking in the streets of New York is, of course, seeing all of the different sites, yes, but there's always some kind of really cool street vendor. So as we were walking, we passed through one of the streets that had all of these vendors set up. And let me tell you, I was like, the smells from the streets had me ready to eat.
Yeah, I love
They were
a
like,
good
oh,
street
can you
vendor.
keep up? Are we going too fast? And I was like, no, y'all are fine. I'm just trying to drop behind to take a look at some things that I'm going to try to avoid buying while I'm out here. I absolutely love seeing these things
I mean,
out
I'm
here,
just,
though.
like,
This is definitely one of my
trying not
favorite parts
to
about
get
being in
caught
New
up
York.
in
One, there's always
everything
money to be
because
spent, and two, there's
will
always
stop
some
off and be
kind
like,
of
"Oh,
creative something
should I buy
that's
this?"
out there. I think it
But,
takes a lot of
capturing
guts to be
content.
out here, like on a Sunday, and selling your wares and selling your creations. So for me as a creative, this was really inspirational to see. So I hope that you're able to take
More
in and be
sunglasses.
inspired the way that I was.
Look at the crystals. Smokes, do you need more crystals?
So we didn't know this yet, but the war had started, and there were some protesters in the street, which delayed us getting home. But I thought it was important to show and share. We were only about 2 miles away, and it took us over an hour. All right, so Julian and I are all packed up and ready to go. All of our stuff is packed up. I've got a recap of the trip, don't worry. But it's time for us to check on out and head to the rest of our day before heading home. After brunch, our next stop was Mood Fabrics. Go check out what we had for brunch on my social media. You'll definitely see what we had there. It was really great to be inside of Mood Fabrics. I actually wore pants I made from fabrics I got at Mood, and they recognized the fabric, which was really cool. Then it was time for Julian to say goodbye. I was really sad, but I had a great time with him. I headed on out to Brooklyn where my brother lives, and it was really great to see him. I don't have any footage at all about spending time with my brother, and the reason is because I don't get to see him often. We're averaging maybe once or twice per year, and that's kind of hard for me because I really love him. I love hanging out with both him as well as my sister-in-law. So when I'm with him, I really try to just focus on being with him, talking to him, and kind of getting in that time that I really miss throughout the year that I don't get to see him. Okay, so I'm leaving this morning, outside waiting for my lift, heading home, finally. When I was standing at the carousel and I was watching everybody else's bags go by, and it was about 30 minutes into waiting for my bag, I was like, I don't think that my bag is coming. So I took my app out and I looked at the app, and my bag had not been scanned to get onto my flight. And as someone who came to New York to wear clothes after may or maybe not neglecting one of my children, I was absolutely horrified at the fact that I would not be able to have my clothes with me for the whole reason why I came to New York. It is currently 5:15 in the morning. It's Tuesday. Yes, this YouTube is going up a day late, but you'll have to excuse me because I was out enjoying my entire life. But let's get into this Frocktails weekend recap, okay? Because I am ready to talk about it, and I know y'all are ready to hear about it. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. Yes, that's right. Delta did not put my bag on the flight. And I'm going to address this situation before I get into all of the amazingness that I had at Frocktails. Why? Because you know what? Let's start out with like the not so great, and then we'll end on an amazing note. So this whole debacle with Delta and my bag has been a nightmare, and Delta is not accepting responsibility. Everybody who I've talked to, except for one person, has been really mean, attitudinal, and not taking responsibility for the fact that they neglected to load my bag on the flight when I got my bag to the flight that's the where they were supposed to go as soon as I checked in. That for me is a big problem, especially because I am a Delta Reserve card member with American Express, which comes with a very hefty annual fee. And so I'm just trying to figure out why I pay this amount of money per year for the benefits of flying with Delta. Now, I am recording this from the Delta Sky Lounge, so obviously there is a reason why I pay this membership fee. And I love being able to travel and sit into the Delta Lounge, but they truly were on some like Spirit and Frontier Airlines treatment for me with my bags. So I checked my bag when I got to the airport, and I was already just like frazzled because I left my house a lot later than I would have liked to. I like to be able to get to the airport and be able to sit down. I like to be able to like marinate in this Delta Sky Lounge every time I get here. Why? Because I pay a fee. That's why. Because I pay so much money a year for it. And because let's be real here, like if I pay so many dollars per year in order to have access to the Delta Sky Lounge, and I don't travel enough to say pay for it to be worth like $50 each trip, it ends up being worth a lot more. It's more like $100 per trip for me. Breaking down the annual fee for how many times I go into the Delta Sky Lounge per year, because they charge $50 if you are not a member. So using that math, I digress. Either way, I like to be here early, and I was not that early at the airport, but I checked my bag. There was no problem. I fight through to get to the gate on time. Like I got to the gate literally with enough time to just board. Got on the flight, got off the flight. I was standing there, it was late at night, and I was waiting, and so my bag didn't come, and I was chatting with one of the reps on my phone, like, hey, my bag didn't show up, and they were like, okay, so go over and file a claim with the baggage claim that's there. So I did that, and they were really nice. She was like, I'm so sorry about that. She was like, we see that it's scheduled to land at around midnight. You can stay, or we can just deliver it to you first thing in the morning. I'm like, yes, going to definitely go to sleep and just deliver it to me first thing in the morning. And they were like, give me the address. I was like, here's the address. I'm only going to be there for a couple of hours tomorrow because I do have a 2:00 meeting. Yeah, I was supposed to go to DG headquarters and do a tour and meet the people who actually draft and create the patterns and stuff like that for us. It didn't happen. I get up the next morning and I check my phone. By then I should have already had a phone call about them being out to deliver the bag. Didn't get it. So at like 10 o'clock, I called them like, hey, listen, my bag was supposed to be here. It's not here. Can you follow up with this for me? And they were like, oh yeah, it didn't even get on the truck this morning. We forgot to load it this morning on the truck. And so I was like, okay, well, how can I get my bag to me before this afternoon, because I've got to leave location. I've got a meeting in 2 hours, in a couple hours. They're like, yeah, there's nothing that we can really do. We can get the bag to you by 5 o'clock. I'm like, by 5 o'clock, I'm not going to be here anymore. So they're like, yeah, that's all we can do. So, they're like, if you have to go shopping, just submit the receipts. Here's the thing. I'm plus size girly. It's not like I can just go into all these stores and they have my size available. Also important to note, because I make my clothes, I don't really know what size I am or ready to wear clothing, which, yes, I should know, but vanity sizing makes it so that, of course, I might be a size 20 in one sizing, but a size 24 in other sizing. So you don't ever really know. So I'm like, okay. So I end up doing a shipped order from Target, because at this point in time, I was like, I need to take a shower. I'm dirty. You know what I'm saying? So I shop at Target. My Target order gets pushed back for delivery. It was supposed to be delivered by noon. I didn't get my clothes and things like that until like 2 o'clock when I was supposed to be at my meeting. So my meeting didn't make the tour, didn't make any of that. And, that bothered me, because I was really looking forward to this and really looking forward to meeting these people. So I call again. I'm like, I've called multiple times at this point in time just to kind of get some kind of status update. So I see that they use a third party vendor for the delivery. So I call the third party vendor and I'm like, hey, can you guys tell me where my bag is and maybe just kind of give me a ballpark range of what time you guys are going to be here, because I thought you were going to be here earlier rather than later. And he's like, yeah, no, absolutely not. We'll get to you when we get to you. He had the biggest attitude, and this is called T4 Bex. He hung up on me and was basically like, we're gonna hold your bag hostage until you give us a definitive time frame. And I'm like, I'm traveling. Like, what do you mean? So I call Delta back and I speak with someone. She's really nice. Her name is Shaniqua. And I'm like, well, listen, I gotta update the address because I'm getting ready to leave. So I update the address and they're like, we'll deliver the bag probably around like between 6 to 9 p.m. around that time frame. And I was like, that sucks, but I guess that's all I have to go with. By this point in time now, I've changed to some leggings and a t-shirt and like a sweater. And I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm clean, you know. And at this point in time, like, I've stressed out and had like panic attacks. I've been crying, you know, because like my bag is missing. But it's not only my stuff in the bag, I also have stuff for other people in my bag, which is something else that is like sending me spiraling. So I go and I meet Julian. We check into the hotel and we get there, get checked in, everything is great, wonderful, fine. We'll do a hotel review in a second as well. And we go out for dinner, we meet up with Carol, we go out for dinner, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna just try to stay awake until my bag gets delivered. Y'all, first of all, it got delivered at 10:45, and it got delivered to the wrong address. So it got delivered to my girlfriend's apartment and not to where I was staying. Now, my girlfriend, of course, had other things to do, and so we were able to get my bag back at noon on Saturday. Yes, the day of Frocktails is when I got my bag back. So I filed a claim with them. I got all of my receipts and I upload all of that. And they're like, do you want to do... So then actually Shaniqua was like, go in and make sure you file a complaint about how your bags were handled. So I did that and asked if I wanted to call back. And I was like, I do want to call back because like I just don't understand, not even so much how the ball got dropped, because like things like that happen. I get it. But I'm just like, is Delta gonna take responsibility? Yo, the meanest person called me back. She had such an attitude. And I was like, well, can you just tell me a little bit about how, you know, you all determine like how you guys are going to kind of make a person whole after you lose their bag or you hold their bag for 2 days. And she's like, you know, we can either do one of two things. And I was like, well, what if I am like, I don't ever want to fly Delta again? She's like, well, these are your options, goodbye. And I was like, God, leave. I was just trying to figure out how it is they determine like how payment is made, like whether it is in the form of a voucher, Sky Miles, how they determine how much you get. I just had questions and she was rude. So that is the end of that debacle right now. Not very happy with how that was handled, obviously. So let's get into my Frocktails weekend recap. All I can say is it gave me everything that I needed. Of course, I had an attitude in the beginning because of the situation with my bags. But by the time that I met up with Julian, I just could not help but be happy because I was just so happy to see him after not seeing him in just about a year. But talking all the time. Julian and I stayed at the B Home. It's like Lux Hotel. It's a property by Wyndham. It was giving upscale hostel feels. It essentially gave one big room, not even a big room. It was smaller than the size of my kids' room, and that included the bathroom. But y'all, listen, Julian and I definitely, I feel like we had an intimate relationship, an intimate friendship before. Things got a whole lot more intimate because in order for us to take showers and use the bathroom, we were divided by a piece of plexiglass that didn't fully close. Yeah. But it was fine because sharing space with Julian was really fun. Be Home does not offer any stairs, so that's something to consider if you decide that you'd like to go for a more cost-effective way to travel to New York. No stairs. So your bags going up and down those stairs by yourself every day. Okay. I got in on Thursday night and I got a chance to just hang out with my girlfriend and we got a chance to just vibe out. and things like that. Then on Friday, I met up with Julian, and then we went out for dinner at Danielle Trattoria, and that was delicious. I got shrimp parmesan. It was so good. Then Saturday came, and it was time for us to get ready. I did go and buy some new makeup and lashes and things like that, which I was able to put on. I did actually, you guys will already have seen by this point in time, me doing my makeup, getting ready for Frocktails, but let's talk about Frocktails. It did not disappoint. We got there, we did a little, like a little cocktail party before with Ella from Handmade Millennial, Lindsay from the Stitch Fix, Candace from Sew Make Bake, who, and you know, the two of them make up one of my favorite, obviously, sewing brands, and that is, goodness, yeah, it's early for me. I'm just having a complete brain fart. Anyway, the makers of the Little Tank, Stay Stitch Patterns. Thank you. But there was a bunch of us who met up out there, which was nice, and then we walked over to where the whole Frocktails was being held. It was in a great location. The theme was like disco glam, and I really feel like Julian stole the show. Simple as that. I loved my outfit. It was very comfortable. I do think that there are some tweaks that I would have made to it. I do think I'm going to turn it into a pattern now. And again, Julian stole the show. It was really, really great to see all of these people who I see and hang out with on a daily basis on Instagram. It was really great to finally meet people who I've sewn with for years in person. So like meeting Dana, who I've sewn with, golly, literally for 4 to 5 years. You know, I've sewn with Dana, or Florence, who I've sewn with Florence for ever since I've kind of like been back sewing. So it was nice to really just like hug the necks of people, and of course see like Terrence and Carmen and LaShawn and all of like the Black Sewing Network peeps. It was really great to see everyone. I had a great time. I literally can't say anything aside from it was everything. We do have Atlanta Frocktails coming up on October 21st, so if you are in the Atlanta area, we definitely want to see you out there. It's Met Gala themed. It'll be a good time. So then let's see, that was Saturday, and then Saturday after Frocktails we went out to eat, and then we went back to the room. One thing about me is that I'm gonna be low-key when I travel, and I love the fact that Julian is extremely low-key as well, because yeah, we were tired. Okay, we got up the next morning and we met my girlfriend and we went to the ballet, which was really nice. It was super fun, but also highlighted just how exhausted we were. So then after we did the ballet, we went out for brunch, a nice New York brunch. It was good. And then we went back to the hotel and we napped. We napped hard. It definitely took us an hour to go like 2 miles because there was a parade on a Sunday, but it did not matter because by the time that we got back to the hotel, we were like, yo, put a fork in us. We're done. Donezo. Exhausted. And so we took a nap, which was fantastic. And then what did we do? We got up and then we went and we got pizza for dinner. And then we took it back to the room to binge watch things. And then Monday, it was time for us to check out. Monday we went to Peachy Keen, which my Morehouse brother is the head chef of, and he runs the kitchen. Fantastic. If you are in the Times Square, you have to hit up Peachy Keen. I will put in some video clips that I took for a reel in here so that you guys can check it out. It was so good. I got the andouille sausage burrito, but he's getting ready to change up the menu to be something more fall oriented. I cannot wait to see what he comes up with. He gave me some of the little hints as far as what he was doing, and I feel like I'm gonna have to come back up just to taste his menu. After we left there, we did go and hit up Mood Fabrics. Now, I will say that both Julian and I were on best behavior for shopping at Mood because I only got 2 cuts of fabric. I only bought 4 yards in total, but I got the best buttons in the world. Let's see if I can break out this fabric now. Okay, so let me show you. This is, of course, super awkward in recording, but I'm working on getting my tube girl on because I'm in public and I'm still recording. So I got this here, of course, obviously staying true to my fall colors. I got this like pumpkin color, and then I got this blush color as well. And I want to make a tailored trouser from them and color block the legs. So one leg obviously will be pink and the other will be pumpkin, and I think that will be super cute. They also had some of the most fantastic buttons there. I could have just stayed in the button section for forever. It was fantastic. But I did get, so I got these buttons. And then I also got these buttons. And so I actually wore my Mood fabrics, which you can see here. I wore an outfit that I made out of my Mood fabric, and it was kind of cool because people recognized that it was their fabric, completely unintentional. I just happen to love those pants. They're the Pertier pant pattern by Paradise Patterns, and I love them so much. So yeah, after we left Mood Fabrics, Julian said goodbye. He headed to the airport, and then I headed to hang out with my brother. I don't really have very many pictures or footage from that because I don't get to see him often, so I really try to put my phone away and really just tune into the time that we get. And then I got up at the ass clock of dawn this morning so that I could make sure that I made it to the airport so that I could have all this time that I need in order to just sit and relax in the Delta Sky Lounge. So yeah, that is this weekend in a wrap. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Absolutely. I had the best time. I would definitely stay someplace different. Okay. Definitely will have to increase the budget for hotel. Okay. And yeah, but yeah, absolutely would do it again. If you have any questions about Frocktails, definitely drop them below. Julian and I will be doing a Frocktails edition of the Audace So Tea that will be dropping on Friday as per our podcast schedule. And we cannot wait to share our thoughts and feelings about the Frocktails weekend. Until then, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.